How many people do you know who own a $5 million Bugatti, a $6 million Jesco, and still complain about a Porsche footrest? Andrew Tate's car collection isn't just massive, it's outrageous, loud, and worth over $130 million. From rare hypercars and flashy McLarens to custom plates and color-matched watches, everything in his garage is built to turn heads and fuel his brand. But with all that power, luxury, and ego lined up bumper to bumper, which car truly shows what the top G is all about? Well, let's find out. Starting off strong at number 1, we've got the car that pretty much broke the internet, the Bugatti Chiron Sport. Andrew Tate dropped a wild $5.2 million on this thing, and honestly, it shows. This isn't just luxury, it's lunacy on wheels. With a top speed of 261 miles per hour and the ability to go from 0 to 62 in 2.4 seconds, this car doesn't drive, it launches. It's like strapping yourself to a rocket and hoping the laws of physics don't get in your way. But what really made people lose their minds? That custom copper finish. It's bold, flashy, and completely different from the usual Bugatti look. Of course, people online had jokes. They called it tacky, weird, even ugly. And Tate? He didn't argue. He just dropped that now iconic line. What color is your Bugatti? So be honest, if you had $5 million to burn, would you go low-key? Or would you go full Tate with something like this? Rolling in at number 2 is a car that blends raw power with razor-sharp style, the McLaren 720S. This isn't your average supercar. It's one of the fastest, flashiest, and most expensive in Tate's collection, sitting at a solid $400,000. Under the hood, it's an animal. 0 to 60 in just 2.8 seconds, blink, and it's already gone. The 720s is built to dominate both the streets and the track. And Tate, he doesn't just own one McLaren, he's building an entire fleet. He recently added another monster to the mix, a pink McLaren 765 LT. Yep, pink. Bold move, but hey, it's Tate. He also has that iconic purple one. Remember, at this point he's sitting on 4 McLarens, each flashier than the last, and Forbes even called the 765 LT today's greatest supercar. So when you've already got a Bugatti, why keep stacking McLarens? Maybe for Tate, one just isn't enough. Would you go all in on a McLaren garage like that? Flying in at number 3 is Andrew Tate's most outrageous flex yet, the Koenigsegg Jesco Attack. Worth a brain-melting $6 million, this hypercar is what Tate calls the fastest car in the world and the ultimate badge of success. Delivered in late 2024, his custom-made Jesco carries chassis number 7291, fitted with wild aero upgrades and that massive rear wing that looks like it belongs on a fighter jet. Underneath, a 5-liter twin-turbo V8 that pumps out 1,280 horsepower, and if you feed it E85 fuel, it cranks up to a jaw-dropping 1,600 horsepower. That's not just fast, it's scary fast. But here's where it gets wild. This $6 million monster broke down in the middle of a street in Romania. Yup, dead stop, traffic jam, cameras everywhere. For a car designed to break 300 miles per hour, it didn't exactly handle the slow lane well. Still, love him or hate him, Tate owns one of the rarest hypercars on earth. But would you risk $6 million on a car that might stall in public? Gliding in at number 4 is the smoothest ride in Tate's garage, the Rolls-Royce Wraith. Now, this one's not about speed or horsepower battles, it's about presence, pure elegance on 4 wheels. Tate might be known for his hypercars, but this is where luxury speaks louder than revs. With a top speed of 115 miles per hour, the Wraith isn't chasing lap times, but that's not what it's here for. It's designed to make an entrance, and it does exactly that. His spec, a deep blue-black combo that looks rich even when it's standing still. It's sleek, subtle, and screams wealth without even trying. No spoilers, no crazy exhausts, just Rolls-Royce doing what they do best. And with a price tag of $380,000, it's one of the more chill cars in his collection, if you can call nearly 400 grand chill. Sliding in at number 5 is one of the smoothest killers in Andrew Tate's collection, the Mercedes B63 Brabus, built off the legendary S63 Coupe. This thing doesn't scream for attention, it commands it, quietly and with serious muscle. Under the hood, a 5.5-liter twin-turbo AMG V8 that sends this luxury coupe flying from 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds. Think about that, you're sitting in a luxury lounge on wheels, sipping your coffee, and suddenly, boom, your neck and neck with supercars. Tate didn't get this car to show off. He got it because it does everything. It's sleek, powerful, and insanely comfortable. Whether he's cruising through Dubai or pulling up somewhere he wants to stay low-key but still be the alpha, this is the move. And for $250,000, you're getting the best of both worlds: power and prestige. By the way, if you're enjoying this breakdown so far and love content like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We've got more wild collections and exclusive car deep dives coming your way. You don't want to miss what's next. Landing at number 6 is something you'd never expect in Tate's garage: an electric car. But not just any electric car. We're talking about the Rimac Nevera, a futuristic beast that even got the top G to raise an eyebrow. Tate's made it clear he's not the biggest fan of EVs, but the Nevera? It's just too ridiculous to ignore. Only 150 of these were ever made, and yep, Tate owns one. It's powered by 4 electric motors, one for each wheel, and together they push out a jaw-dropping 1,877 horsepower. That's not just fast for an EV, that's hypercar level insane. Each motor runs through a single-speed direct drive gearbox, meaning there's no lag, just instant face-melting speed the moment you tap the pedal. And with a price tag north of $2.2 million, this isn't your average eco-friendly grocery getter. Pulling up at number 7 is the kind of car that makes Ferrari fans stop mid-sentence: the Ferrari 812 Superfast. And yes, it lives up to the name. This beauty cost Tate a whopping $365,000, and it's easily one of the most elite Ferraris ever built. Now here's what makes it extra special: it runs on a naturally aspirated V12. No turbos, no hybrid tech, just pure old-school Ferrari power. That's 789 horsepower roaring from a front-mounted engine, blasting the car from 0 to 60 in just 2.8 seconds. This thing doesn't just move, it screams. And get this, it might be the last Ferrari GT to ever rock an unassisted V12. That makes the 812 Superfast not just a car, but a collector's dream, a farewell to an era. So for a guy like Tate who loves legacy, dominance, and being the last of a dying breed, it makes perfect sense. If you had one chance to own a Ferrari, would you pick the final V12 legend? Now coming in at number 8, we've got a Ferrari that's pure attitude on wheels: the 458 Italia. This isn't just another sports car. It's loud, sharp, and totally unforgiving, just the way Tate likes it. Sitting under the hood is a 4.5 liters naturally aspirated V8, pushing out 562 horsepower and 398 pound-feet of torque. And yeah, it's rear-wheel drive. That means this thing doesn't just go fast, it wants to slide, bite, and dance through corners. It hits 210 miles per hour top speed and rockets from 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds. Tate reportedly spent $248,000 on this beast, and for a guy who thrives on raw power and real control, the 458 hits different. No electric boost, no hybrid tech, just an engine that growls every time you tap the pedal. So here's a thought: if you had to pick between high-tech Ferraris and this old-school V8 masterpiece, would you go with modern flash or stick to the classic thrill? Coming in hot at number 9 is Tate's take on German precision, the Porsche GT Street. This isn't just any Porsche, it's a custom edition that set him back a clean $316,000. And despite having Bugattis and McLarens at his fingertips, Tate still gives this one plenty of respect. It's a Porsche, he says. That means it's reliable, it's bulletproof, and it's surprisingly quick, even for a McLaren guy like me. That's high praise coming from someone who owns half the supercar world. He even called it one of the best value for money cars in his garage. But of course, in true Tate fashion, there's a twist. He had to complain about something. His biggest gripe? The footrest. Yup. Still, he recommends it. So what do you think? Can you look past one stupid footrest if everything else is perfect? Wrapping up at number 10 is one of the rarest gems in Tate's garage, the jaw-dropping Aston Martin Valhalla. This isn't just a car, it's a statement on 4 wheels. With only 999 units in existence and a starting price of $800,000, owning one is like getting an invite to a club where most billionaires still wait outside. It's Aston Martin's first ever mid-engine supercar, and it's packing serious heat. Under the hood is a 4-liter twin-turbo V8 that kicks out an insane 937 horsepower. That's not just fast, that's rocket fuel energy with a luxury badge. And just when you think Tate's garage couldn't get any more ridiculous, the list keeps going. The The man also owns a Lamborghini Huracan Evo Spider, a Mercedes Maybach V-Class, a BMW M5 competition, and a few other toys that haven't even made it to the list. But here's the thing, it's not just about the cars. Tate takes customization to a whole new level. We're talking custom nameplates, branded interiors, and even matching watches for each ride. Who else matches their Rolex to their rims? At this point, it's not a collection, it's a personal museum on wheels. So now the real question is, if you were handed the keys to any one of Tate's cars right now, which one are you driving off in first? The copper Bugatti, that $6 million Jesco, or are you going low-key with the Brabus or Wraith? Drop your pick in the comments. I'm seriously curious which one you'd flex. And hey, if you haven't subscribed yet, now's the time. We've got even crazier car content coming, and trust me, you'll want a front row seat for it.